Here we are, muckers. Welcome to a lovely, sunny but windy Monday down here in Somerset. Right, what are we up to today? Wow, nothing much on the pond really today. I'm going to show you a few things anyway. More doing me spin around. Hang on. I'm doing my fence along here. Started painting all my fencing up the same colour as everything else, you know. But yeah, good news is tomorrow, Tuesday tomorrow, yeah, so tomorrow it would be time for a small water change, and I think another dose of malachite, just to be sure. Turn my air off a minute, hang on. Just to be sure, but look at these guys. What a change from last week. Yeah, full of it now. They're all happy. Not really had much in the way of over the weekend. I did notice probably once this one here had a little rub, or a little flick as you want to call it. And but other than that, yeah, look, there's no clamp fins. They're all swimming around nice and happy. So yeah, hopefully we've got on top of the white spot. I will do a scrape tomorrow and have a check, but it is likely that I will do a secondary dose for the next 5 days. See how they're getting on. But yeah, all good, all good. Water's a little bit clouded up today. I think that's how I've been mucking about. Wow, I say clouded up actually. It's not too bad. But yeah, other than that, let's just put this up here a minute. We'll add another parcel. I'll show you that in a minute. Yeah, everything's running sweet as a nut still. I did put a bit of white foam, white filter floss in there. Look at the state of that. That was white, what? 3 days, when did I put that in? Friday. Yeah, Friday I put that in. It's now Monday, so 3 days, 4 days, nearly. So yeah, there's definitely crap getting through these still. But I have ordered a new foam set. Just one of the ordinary, you know, the 3-stage foam sets sort of thing. I've ordered some egg crate or filter crate to go in here. And I've ordered a couple more brushes. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to fill this bay with brushes. These are going to still be in here, but to help these out, I'm going to have the 3 foams in the bottom of there on a piece of crate. You can see there's a bit down there already. So that'll help the brush chamber, which alongside will help these. And then we've got another piece of crate to go in here. I'm trying to do this one-handed, so my phone's a bit wobbling around everywhere. To help keep the polishing pad down, because I'll just tie it up flat to that and then fit it in like that. So yeah, happy days. Let's put this down now. So yeah, but been in talks with a lovely gentleman. I expect you all know his channel, but if you don't, my god, you've got to go over there and check it out. His pond is absolutely stunning. You know, he's done a lot of hard work there, spent a lot of money. It is absolutely gorgeous. And that's Phil over at TELFORD Koi Pond. I'll put a link in the bottom of the description here. He sent me this, some of the small ones. Now I've used the bombs, the pond bombs. I use them all the time on every time I do a monthly. So I have a pond bomb go into my biofilter, and I have a pond bomb go into my big filter when I've done my monthly cleanup. And obviously that's good stuff. But Phil has recommended that I use this that he sent me. He sent me a litre. Good lad, isn't he? he's recommended that I use these on my weekly. So every week, a few of them in, both my filters, look. And that'll help, one, with my bacteria. We had a bit of a discussion about medications and that, and how medications knock, like pond treatments and that, knock your filter bacteria back so much. So, like he says, he recommends these every week, and that gives you a good build-up of bacteria. So then when you're in here doing any cleaning, or if you have to treat your pond or anything, it's not taking such a hit. So I think that's a cracking idea, I feel. Thank you so much for sending me that. You're an absolute angel. I'm going to give this a good go each week. And then I think I'm going to start buying these if it helps improve my water quality. I've got a media bag there. That's for my K1 that I couldn't fit into my other tub, my new bio tub. All this here. This was all the blocked up stuff. I've rinsed it through once. Now I've got to rinse it through again because it's still real mucky, look. And I'm going to put it in that sack, and I'm going to have it just lied in my chamber here somewhere, I expect. Probably in on top of the Alpha Grog, or even on top of the foam pad to help, you know, with the polishing. I don't know, to be honest. I don't know what you guys would recommend. I mean, obviously, I've only ever used it as a moving bed, but I have seen a lot of people saying how good it is as a static bed. So do you build up, well, I suppose you build the bacteria up on that as much as you would in a moving bed, but I suppose you'd have to rinse it as well, because it'll also catch a lot of crap on it. So I don't know, what do you guys think? Where do you recommend I place it? Under the brushes, under them, or on top of that in the sack there? It will just be a static lump of K1, so to speak. So any advice on top of that would be great from you guys if you could, and we'll go from there. But yeah, other than that, guys, I think that's it for a Monday update. I have ordered, like I say, the plastic grids, or egg crate as you call it, and some new foam pads and brushes. So when that all comes here, do a fitting of that. You can do a scrape tomorrow with my weekly water change, and go from there. Spot on. Again, once again, go and check out Telford Koi Pond. Thank you very much, Phil. You're an absolute star. And I'll see you guys later in the week. Cheers, muckers. Welcome back, muckers. Wow, it's Thursday, and it's water change day. Everybody's looking good. You can see I've got my net out, rails down, the jump guards down, and the air's off, and the scope's out. Well, I've scraped my big Matsuber, I've scraped my big Sorghoi, I've scraped Claude, wherever he is down there, and I've scraped one of the smaller kahakus. That was fun, trying to get a scrape off a smaller fish. They don't sit still. After my, what's that now? It's been 7 days now after my malachite treatment for my white spot, and I'm happy to say all of those scrapes I've done today are 100% clear. So as you can see, everybody's perked right up. They're all in a much better mood. They're all feeding properly. There's no hanging about on the bottom, no clamped fins. I've seen possibly 1 or 2 flashes, not from the same fish, but as we all know, koi do tend to just decide to have a flash every now and then, have a bit of a muck about, like, you know. We'll give them some breakfast, and I'm gonna give them a clean up, do my water change. I don't think, looking at the scrapes, I don't think I'm gonna need a secondary dose of malachite. I may do, but to be fair, I mean, as Phil at Telford Koi Pond says, every time you put some medication in, it knocks your filters. You know, it doesn't matter what medication it is. I've done quite a bit of research on it over this last few days, and yeah, it does. It doesn't matter what medication you put in, it knocks your filters. So yeah, I think I'm going to try and keep it to a minimum. I've put a hell of a lot in over this last 8 weeks, what with fluke treatments, formaldehyde, or formalin, however you want to call it, and then obviously with malachite as well. At the end of it all, it's yeah, I think I'm going to leave them alone now. Just standard water change, clean my filters up. I've also had my filter pads turn up, so I'm going to put them in here today while I'm doing my water change. Trusty cup of coffee. And yeah, other than that, I'm going to let these guys feed up, sort my filters out, and give them a little water change. So I'll see you back in a bit, guys. Right, I'm back. Got my trickling on. Just sorting out now to do my filter clean and put my new grid in and my new filter pads. So bear with me a minute. This pad here, look, that's done the trick, hasn't it? That's been in there, what, 4 or 5 days? Look at it, it's disgusting. Grim. So these are going to come out and get rinsed off in pond water, of course. I know it's only mechanical, but there will be some sort of bacteria on there, so I'll always do it in pond water. I'm going to hopefully take all of this out of here, put in here, and then cut my grid to the size of that, and then wrap this around it so it holds it down, and then put my brushes, which are out over there, in here hopefully. So I'll get you set up on the stand and we'll go through it. Happy days. See you in a bit, muckers. Mrs. Koi Pond don't look very happy. Woohoo! Say hello. That's not. Turns out me, oh, hang on. Turns out me pads do quite a good job. Look how filthy that is. You can't really see it with the glare. Hang on. Oh, I can't see it with the glare there. Look at that. So they don't do a bad job, look. That's just by rinsing 2 of those pads out. Catch quite a bit, don't them? Disgusting. Anyway, hopefully with these new pads and that'll help out. Right, see you in a bit, muckers. Now she's happier, she's going to have her hair done. Cheered her up a bit. Oh dear, right. Look at that state of that. That's what's come out of those pads. And that's what the pads have stopped getting through. So they do a bloody good job. Just not quite enough. So hopefully these new pads will help me out with that. So, right. I'm going to flush that out. And obviously purge me drain at the same time, and then I'll get back to you in a minute when it's all back together. See you in a bit, guys. Right, so what I'm going to try is, I've got the black sponge in underneath me brushes. I'm going to put the blue sponge on top of that as well, That should help catch the main bulk of the crap. Got me polishing pad in underneath this one, and then I'm going to put the green piece on top, so keep an eye on that. I shall rinse that out then every week. That'll be my weekly, and same with these will go into my weekly when I do my brushes, and then hopefully that should ease the pressure on these pads that are going in here. So happy days, we'll give it a whirl. Alright, there we go, muckers. It's all sorted out now. So we've got my brushes with my blue and black padding underneath there. We've got my ordinary pads swilled out and cleaned up. Then we got my green pad. Underneath that we've got my polishing pad. And then underneath that we've got my static K1 and my alpha grog. Now hopefully that'll run quite nicely. Let's spin you around a minute. Yeah, hopefully, that's state of me, man. Hopefully that'll run quite nicely. I've just got to open the drain up now and let that come back through, and fill the filter up. Other than that, that's my monthly done. So happy days. I ain't got to touch it now for another month. I'm going to run it for a month as I've got it. Obviously I will be rinsing the pads out every week. On my weekly, well, one set of pads 1 week, and then the following week on my weekly I'll do the next set of pads, you know, and we go on like that. We'll alternate it round. But other than that, guys, I think that should work quite nicely. It should catch a lot more of the crap before it starts going through my alpha grog and back into the pond, hopefully. But as Andy on Koi Pond Lifestyle says, every day's a school day. That's very true. But we'll give that a whirl. We'll see you in a bit. Right now, muckers, that's that done. I did have to change something. I'm going to spin you around a minute. This is all running up together again. The only thing I had to change around was I had to put the grid on top, because my filter pad kept, my green one that was on top of the grid kept floating up. So live and learn, but I think that's better like that because it pins it down, and then the water comes in obviously and goes down through. So happy days. But I tell you what, look at this, look. This over here is what came out of it. Just the white pad that I put on the top. Now, while I was off camera, I did take out the alpha grog that is in the last bay there, and have a look. And there was a little bit in the bottom, not too much. So this white pad has caught a hell of a lot. But I had just siphoned it out the bottom there. But look at this, like, this is filthy. This is like a week. 6, 7 days, look at that. It's done a pretty bloody good job, I think. So hopefully, using this on a regular basis, I need to order another roll. I've got a spare roll in the shed. I'm going to order another one, so as I've always got it. The only job I got to do now is get packed up. Look at the state of it here now. This is the trouble when you work on your filters. Bloody trouble. Garden's a right mess now. But tomorrow's job, I've painted my fencing. So that's gone great now. So tomorrow's job is to put it back up. Excuse the state of next door, they clearly don't do much. But yeah, I've painted these ones. That looks loads better, doesn't it? So yeah, got that all painted up. So happy day. It's been busy this week, doing a lot of painting and mucking about. These guys are all good. They've come on loads, so you know, as you've seen in the, or as I said earlier in the week, done me scrapes, and yeah, earlier in the video, sorry, done me scrapes, and they seem to have got on top of everything. There's no flukes, there's no white spots showing, nothing. So I'm not going to do another malachite. I was going to do a precautionary one, but I'm not going to, because reading up on this white spot, a lot of it is it's the free swimming stuff you got to kill off. And if I'm right in saying, none of the white spots had actually come out on the fish, so I think I caught it in its beginning, so to speak, you know, just as it was starting. So I'm quite pleased with that. All the fish are good, clean and healthy. That Gumonru, she suffered real bad last winter with pox. She's cleaned up really well. Wherever she's gone, where's she to? There she is. Yeah, look at her now, look. But I noticed she's changing her pattern again. She does that every 6 months or so. And she's changing her pattern again now. Apart from a little bit on the end of her nose, her head and face is now completely black. So yeah, but other than that, guys, that's pretty much all I got this week. One thing I will talk about is some future plans and a future experiment in here is to get rid of these brushes, and I'm going to try and think of some sort of way of building a sieve to come in that bay. I think that'd be worth a go if I can get the bits up together. If any of you guys have got any experience in a vortex multi-bay light and modified it to as a sieve in instead of brushes, then let me know on that. I think, I don't know, there's a bit of working out to be done with that. It'd be interesting though to see what I can come up with. Every day's a school day, as Andy on Koi Pond Lifestyle would say. But yeah, no, I'm quite happy with that now. Hopefully that'll polish all that out. Job done. Job done. So yeah, I could sit there and watch that forever. It's really sad, isn't it, when you could just sit there and watch your filter going on. Well, that's quick keeping, I suppose. But right, yeah. Other than that, guys, I'm gonna have a tidy up. I do want to have a quick shout out. Obviously, Telford Koi Pond. He sent me out some bacteria balls. Again, off camera, I did use some. Yeah, cracking channel. Go and check that one out. He's a cracking bloke. He's full of information again, and he's got a gorgeous pond. Oh, gorgeous setup. So yeah, go and check him out. I'll put him in the description there at the bottom. And also a quick shout out to D.I.Y. I said I'd give him a shout out. I was talking to him earlier, later last week. He put a video up of him sat in his comfy pants, like his comfy trackies and that. Well, I don't really have any comfy trackies. I'm always doing stuff. So the best I've got for you is my working gear. I spend a lot of time in that because I'm always doing something. So that's as close to comfy trackies as I can get, I'm afraid. But other than that, guys, go and check those two channels out, D.I.Y. and Telford Koi Pond. He's yeah, like I say, they're both good channels, got some good content. I'll see you next time, muckers. Take it easy.